Are we ready? Melinda, you want to come up here?
Sure.
And Tom, there you are. We are pleased to be joined by the great City Councilwoman, Melinda Katz,
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
and Catherine Grimm, Department of Education, Linda Gibbs from, I guess, the city, from the Mayor's office, is the way to phrase, Deputy Mayor Linda Gibbs, and outgoing Health Commissioner, Dr. Tom Frieden. Anyways, Dr. Frieden and I just joined some other community leaders. Kathy Nolan from the Assembly is here. Kathy, this is your district?
Close.
Close to her district, and she also is one of the real experts on public education in our city, and we depend on her to help us make sure that we can educate all our kids, and I just wanted to say thank you for all of your help. Dr. Frieden and I did join some community leaders inside for a cup of coffee. These are community leaders from Elmhurst and Corona for a little conversation about what I assume is topic A in our city today, although neither of them said that it was the biggest thing that they were worried about. But nevertheless, we're here to talk about H1N1 flu. And first, I wanted to bring everybody up to date on what we know at this point. The medical condition of the staff member at IS 238Q remains unchanged. He is hospitalized in critical condition. These are, as you can well imagine, very difficult days for his family, and I ask that New Yorkers keep him in their prayers. His school and two others, IS 5Q and PS 16Q, are closed today and will be closed through next Thursday. They will be open a week from today, next Friday. The staff was on hand at these schools this morning to meet students who hadn't gotten word about the closings. Parents were called to accompany their children home, and school buses were also present to transport children home. Custodial workers at the schools are also on hand and doing a thorough cleaning of the schools. Of course, all extracurricular and after-school activities at these schools have been suspended as well. Letters from the Health Department and the Department of Education have gone to parents and guardians of children in the three schools, informing them of the temporary school closings and advising them that their children to stay home if they exhibit flu-like symptoms. And that's something I'd like to remind all New Yorkers to do. If you are sick with the flu, stay home, at least for 24 hours after the symptoms have passed. If you are a parent, keep your children at home if they are feverish or display flu-like symptoms. And if you are seriously ill, having difficulty breathing, for example, go to the hospital. If the symptoms are just of a normal cold, there's no reason to go to the hospital. All you'll help do is spread whatever you have, and the hospital can't do very much other than say, go home and rest for a few days. But if you are seriously ill, please go to the hospital. And remember that your documentation status has nothing to do with it. You will be treated like everyone else. The decision to close these three schools was made on the basis of the specific facts in each case. After the flurry of news reports about H1N1 flu died down about 10 days ago, I think it's fair to say many New Yorkers turned their attention to other matters, but you'll be happy to know we did not. The Health Department and the Department of Education have not relaxed their vigilance. Top health officials have met on a daily basis to review the relevant information, including that obtained through the city's comprehensive syndromic surveillance system, which has the capacity to gather and analyze 60,000 data points each day. Our continued vigilance has been predicated on some important facts that I wanted to bring you up to date on. So far, the symptoms of H1N1 flu have not been any more or any less serious than those of the normal seasonal flu. That means that in most cases it will be mild and people will recover quickly, and that's been the pattern so far in our city. But it also means that just like seasonal flu, H1N1 has the potential to make people seriously, even fatally ill. Bear in mind that in the typical year, up to 2,000 New Yorkers die of the seasonal flu or pneumonia. We've also taken steps to contain the spread of influenza, which is why we decided to order these temporary school closings. We know that it is a burden on families, but let me stress that if students at these schools are not sick, there's no reason why they can't go about their normal activities this weekend. And that's also true for everyone else who is not exhibiting flu-like symptoms or who is taking care of someone who is ill. You should go about your normal activities just like I did in sharing coffee and conversation here at the Pop Diner.